Disclaimer: all available content in this awareness session is for positive lifestyle management purposes. Positive lifestyle management does not advocate or support gang banging, drug selling or usage, violence, or any negative actions, behavior, or attitude against men, women, or children. Our platform is for the uplifting of fallen humanity.
I was homeless, I didn't have a house, sleeping in my car outside my friend's house. He walked out, said come inside, while you sleeping in your ride. You know it's cold outside, give me food, ain't no place to live. Good advice, better than better, say get on the grind. Don't give up my nigga, you destined to shine, get on your feet nigga.
Greetings, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Positive Lifestyle Management Awareness Session. And my name is Brother Fee Taylor. And I come to you on behalf of Positive Lifestyle Management, Project Righteous Endeavors, Ghetto Gospel Awakening, The Sleeping Giant, and Reconstructed Minds, Inc. And tonight we have a very, very special interview. So without further ado, I want to introduce our brother to you, Midnite. My brother going to take the mic.
How y'all doing, everyone? My name is Midnight. When I first was asked about this interview, I didn't know what to think, but this is just an opportunity for all my peers to get to know who I am, why my upbringing, a little bit about my upbringing, the ups and downs in my life, and just my overall perspective of what growth and development means to me as an individual. So I am privileged and honored to be called upon for an interview.
So at this time, without further ado, let's get straight into it. All right, my brother, you know the protocols. Let's go on and get into it, man. Let our subscribers and let our supporters and everyone know, man, who is Midnite? Who are you? Where you come from? Where you was born at, where you was raised at. Let us know, man. Let's get into it.
Well, my name is Midnight. I'm 42 years old. I was born in Muskegon, Michigan, in 1979, April 2nd, 1979. And I moved to California in 1980.
So you was there for a year. Your early part of your years was coming up in California. What part of California were you in?
Yeah, well, for the most part, we was in East Oakland, Oakland, California. Yeah.
Also, you was in the land of the Panthers then. But here we Pete Newton and Bobby Seals.
Exactly. Yeah, I was in the land of Huey P. Newton. I stayed on East 14th and Seminary. We lived in this house called Castle Grayskull.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And it was a big house, and that's when breakdancing was at its highest height. Everybody was in California, it was called pop locking. You know what I'm saying? And that particular dance was very big during that time.
Okay, so let me ask you this here: coming up in East Oakland, how was it? How was your upbringing? Your family and your brothers and sisters? You got any siblings?
Yeah. Well, two of my siblings was actually born in East Oakland. My oldest sister, Crystal, and my youngest brother, Ken, they were both born in East Oakland. You know what I'm saying? And I have a younger sister, Janae. She was born in Louisiana, Spring Hill, Louisiana.
So you had your older sister. So your means this is your mom's daughter.
Yeah, all of us have the same mother but different fathers.
Okay, so your mom's was living in East Oakland prior to going to Muskegon, Michigan.
No, my mother was born in Muskegon.
Okay, now I'm saying your mother was living in East Oakland when your oldest sister was born. Then she moved to Muskegon where you was born. Then your younger brother, then she came back to Oakland where your younger brother was born. Is that what you're
No,
saying?
no. See, my brother's actually older than my sister. I just called him my younger brother. You know what I'm saying? But
So
he's
the
next
first
to me.
two,
He's a second child.
so is your
It's
sister the
me,
oldest?
my sister. She's my oldest sister. You know what I'm saying? I got a
Also,
baby
she,
sister. Yeah,
so you the oldest then.
yeah. I'm the oldest child.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
I'm
All
the
right.
oldest.
Yeah, you lost me with that for a moment.
Yeah,
You say your older sister. So,
yeah.
so you the oldest. You was born in Muskegon. Then two of your siblings was born in East Oakland. Then
Hmm.
your mom's relocated again, and your younger sister was born in Louisiana.
Yeah, Spring Hill, Louisiana.
All right, got it. So now let me ask you this here, bro. Where were you introduced to growth and development at?
I was introduced to growth and development in Dayton, Ohio,
Also,
1995.
so you lived in Dayton, Ohio too, then.
Yes.
Okay, so now thanks, Ohio, because y'all did a great deed by introducing this brother to growth and development. Thanks, Ohio. That's great. That's great.
Yeah.
So now, when you was introduced to growth and development, what made you uh, take to growth and development? What led you to growth and development? What did you like about it, or what did you see in it that led you to be to want to believe in the concept and ideology of growth and development?
What drawn me to growth and development during that time was seeing the brothers so unified with one another. And ultimately, you know, just learning about the organization. You know what I'm saying? That was very big for me. You know, I love the way the brothers carried themselves, and you know, it was a time where it was real big um, on just being a person that with integrity and dignity, and that's what they was teaching. That's what they was all about. These brothers were a few years older than me, but I just like the way they carried themselves.
So 1995, that's the same year that the founder of Growth and Development, the co-founder of the organization, Mr. Larry Hoover, uh, and his other co-defendants, they was framed for say the drug conspiracy and all these things that was going on, man. So we was at a state of confusion. We was trying to get ready to go to a state of confusion from 1995, what I'm saying, on. But at that time, when you was introduced, we were in a great state of prosperity. So I could understand what you were saying about the unification. So now, along the years down the line, how did your growth and development uh, mature, or was it a progression, or was it a regression? Did you get the right teachings? And
Well, to be honest, I didn't have all the authentic teachings. You know, I didn't have all the authentic teachings that I should have had. The brother that uh, blessed me in was actually locked up. At a very early age. Um, we were actually in school with one another, and he ended up being locked up for a while, and I never seen him again. And that's when we moved back to my hometown in Muskegon, Michigan.
so now let me ask you this here. How did we land up? How did you land in Charlotte, North Carolina? And how long have you been there?
Well, you know, I had visited Charlotte, North Carolina with my fiance before we got married. She was my fiance at the time. And, we had made a trip down here for Thanksgiving. And so me and my wife, once we got married, we decided to move to Charlotte. So we moved here in 2004, and I've been here ever since, back
Okay.
and forth.
So So you're talking 9 years. After 9 years of you being introduced to growth and development, you wind up moving down to Charlotte, North Carolina. Now I'm gonna
Yeah.
speed ahead sometime. I'm gonna speed ahead now. The teachings that you were receiving, because you said that you wasn't receiving the authentic teachings.
Hmm.
But what led you to knowing that you hadn't received the authentic teachings? What made you feel this way?
Because, you know, after meeting so many different brothers, and then, you know, everybody had their own way of presenting the teachings, you know what I'm saying? And then you had certain words that were missing. Uh, you know, I just knew within myself that something wasn't right, you know, because of the way I came in. And, you know, by me knowing that within myself, I made up in my mind that I had to find it. I had to seek that knowledge, you know, for myself. And that's what I did, you know. I didn't stop no matter what I was going through, where I was at in life, you know, I never, you know, turned my back on growth and development or the organization, but I sought the truth, you know, and I've been doing it ever since.
Okay, so now you and I met, I think it was last year, 2020, and you reached out to me. What made you reach out to me?
Because I'm a very observant individual, you know what I'm saying? And I knew it was like, you know, you was teaching me before I even knew who you was. I would read your posts and, you know, I would see how the brothers and sisters were drawn to you. They were drawn to the truth. And I said to myself, you know, I'm gonna take a chance. You know, I'm gonna put myself out there, let them know who I am, let them know my background, where I come from, how I came into this thing of ours, and that's what I did. You
And
know
I've
what I
been on
mean?
your neck ever since. I don't give you a break. I don't give you a break, bro. You know what I'm saying? Some days, man, you be I know you be hating to talk to me, man, because I don't give you a break, man. And but like I always tell the brothers and sisters, man, I do what I do out of love because that's the way I was taught. I was taught
Right,
from those who helped create growth and development, the
right,
originals. So, and they were loving, caring. They was fair but firm.
exactly,
You know, they was fair
exactly.
with us. At times, they was our brothers. They was our
Hmm.
friends. At other times, they was our fathers. At other times, they were, big brothers to us. And, you know what I'm saying? They was everything to us. And so I try to be the same to the brothers and sisters. So
Exactly.
now let me ask you this here. You
Hmm.
know, growth and development, it's a way of life.
Right.
It's not a game. It's not a mob. It's not a crew. Growth and development is a mindset. It's a way of life for all things, even plants, the trees, animals, humans. Everything has to grow and develop. So my question to you now is, what do you bring to the table that can help the younger brothers and sisters who are coming after you understand what growth and development is all about?
More than anything, experience. You know, my experience and really being the message that I bring. You know, each and every day, yeah, I get hammered by you, but I understand it's for my good and not for my bad. You know what I'm saying? So the same way that you instill in me each and every day, just to be the message that I bring, is the same thing that I want to be able to present the youth. You know what I mean? Because the youth is our future.
You are correct, bro. You are absolutely correct. The youth are our future. But my question to you is, what do we give the youth that's going to carry us into a glorious future?
We give the youth the authentic black and white, you know. We teach them the importance of mastering the four initiatives of growth and development, which is educational, economical, political, and social development. You know, we allow them to see that we 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 live the message that we bring.
Okay, so now let's get an understanding on this here. In order to teach them, in order to reveal the light, you know what I'm saying? We have to be able to have the light in us. You know, if we are going to be the revealers of the light meaning the knowledge of growth and development, or the six principles or the six universal laws of growth and development, that means the light has to be within us. So that
Exactly.
means this is where we come in at, whereas though we teach those so that they can pass on what is being taught to the people that look up to them.
Exactly.
Okay, so now, when they say, what is the word when the word is given? What is the answer to that?
I'll move out.
And what do that mean?
You move out on the word that is given. You know, you live what you're supposed to be a part of, you know.
So the word that was given to us in 1981. And that word was a new concept of organization.
The new concept is basically, you know, I'll just break down the meaning of what organization is. Organization is a unified and consolidated group of people with an executive structure that deals with the well-being of all its people. It's an executive structure of business and enterprise for individual growth and collective acceleration of the body as a whole. So basically what that says to me is when the word is given, we do what is conducive not only for us as individuals to grow and develop, but for the organization to grow and develop as well. You know,
So how do the organization help you in your everyday living?
the organization helps me in my everyday living by, you know, being a being a part of something greater than myself. You know what I'm saying? It allows me to put emphasis in my own life on the doctrine of growth and development. You know what I'm saying? So when I think about organization, I think about everything that applies to the organization. You know what I'm saying? And that's the six universal laws of existence, the six principles of growth and development, the blueprint, and the vision.
Okay, so I know a lot of people's always, I know you always mention in the universal laws, the six universal laws of existence. What are the six universal laws of existence?
The six universal laws of existence. The first one is love. Love is the one creative force of all existence. Life, which is the one creative force of love and action. Loyalty is service and cooperation with an organized scheme of things. Knowledge, which is we grow and develop through study, observation, and application. Wisdom, which gives us the ability to apply knowledge wisely. And understanding, which is the crowning point of all our principles.
Okay, so now, once again, you just gave me those the six principles. So what are the six universal laws of existence?
Well, the six principles and the six universal laws, they're the same.
Exactly.
You know?
That's exactly what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to get you to say. You know what I'm saying?
They're the same.
They the same, right? So the six universal laws of existence, these are the universal laws of existence that applies to all existence, right?
Right.
And so
to
the
all
six,
humankind.
all humankind. So now the same thing applies. So these principles, these 6 principles applies to us because they are the 6 universal laws that applies to all mankind, right?
Right.
Okay, then. So now here's another question. What's our motto?
Our motto is nobody will be waiting on anybody, but everybody will be somebody.
Now let's break that down. What is that saying?
Basically, is, you know, when it says nobody will be waiting on anybody, which means that there is a continuance of the things that are conducive for the organization that needs to be done. So we can't sit back and wait on one individual. You know what I'm saying? We have to continue to move forward. Then it says, nobody will wait, but everybody will be somebody. Um, that is key because, you know, it's just like, you know, when you're in the military, there's no man left behind. You know, everyone has a responsibility. Everybody must do their share. You know what I'm saying? So that, to me, is what this organization is all about. You know, not sitting back waiting on one individual, but taking the initiative. You know what I mean?
So now let me ask you this here, my brother. Besides doing positive lifestyle management podcast and reconstructing minds podcast, which are great podcasts, is because you are giving back to mankind. What else do you have going on in the community that's geared towards the uplifting of fallen humanity?
Well, you know, where I live at, you know, I'm currently asked to be a resident manager, but, you know, more than that, you know, I'm currently in school, you know, to become a counselor. And the kind of counseling I'm going to be dealing with is addiction counselor, those who struggle with chemical dependency, substance abuse, and addiction. So each and every day, uh, you know, it gives me an opportunity to help those in recovery to be productive members of society by changing the way
So
they think.
you're a resident manager of what type of program?
The program itself is called Saber. You know, Saber is a program where, you know, people, like, if you ever been in trouble with the law, you can get referred here. Those who struggle with any kind of mental disorders, drug addiction, whatever your
So it's a
situation.
program. It's a program that's giving back to society for those who need it the most. And so
Yes.
now you are a resident manager there. So that means that you went through the program yourself.
Yeah, I went through the program myself. It's a 6 months program. Um, your first 3 months are free. That's considerably phase one of the program. You come in and you learn about yourself, your, you know, thoughts, urges, cravings. You know, you learn how to deal with yourself on a more in-depth understanding.
That's a great thing, bro. And see, that is growth and development right there. That is growth and development. That what you are doing and what you are giving back to the community, man. And that's a great thing, man. So now I want to regress. I want to go back a little bit. So you was born in 1979. So
Yeah,
that means
79.
that you were 16 years old when you became part of the organization.
No, I was 15.
So you became part in 1995. You hadn't yet turned
Yeah.
16.
No, I hadn't yet turned 16. I was in the process of turning 16 when we moved back to Muskegon. Uh, I turned 16 then.
And so how did your moms and your father look at that?
Well, um, my mom, she never really knew. You know, like not to say I was hiding anything from my family, but I maintained one. You know, even with my own family. You know what I'm saying? Because um, you know, I didn't think my mother would understand. You know what I'm saying? And you know, being raised by a single parent, and you got four kids. You know, two boys, two girls. You know, I didn't really think my mama would understand. You know what I mean? And as far as my dad, like I didn't really know who my dad was until I got older. You
So
know what I mean?
so now when you speak and when you are teaching, you have this pastor like at the podium type of teaching style. Where do that come from?
Well, I have to take it back. You know what I'm saying? Like I was raised in the church. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
My great grandmother and great grandfather. My great grandfather was a Baptist preacher um, of Macedonia Baptist Church in Cullen, Louisiana, which is like 3 miles away from Spring Hill. And he allowed me to like somewhat minister my first sermon at the age of 7 years old.
So that's where you get that style from, and I always compliment you on your style because you are real uh detailed when you're going through what you read, how you read and how you teaching. And me on the other hand, I'm more of a freestyler. You ask a question, I can answer the question, blah, 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 and just go with it from there. And I see the
Yeah.
way you are with your style, man. So and I wanna applaud you on your style, man. And just continue doing the work that you're doing because you got to remember, man, that you are the now. You are right now. You are in the present right now. Those that's coming behind you are the future. I'm ahead of you, which makes me the past because I
Mhm.
come from that past. So
Right.
you are right now. It is your responsibility, not yours alone, but your generation's responsibility to lead, to take that baton and run that race and continue to lead and guide and teach and be the message that you bring. Because
Right.
when the brothers and the sisters come to us, they are coming to us for the proper guidance because they have been misled for so long that they are dying, they are thirsty, they are starving for the truth. So
Exactly.
at all times, in all manners, continue giving them the truth. So, and what is truth?
The truth is the authentic, the original teachings. You
And
know.
truth does not change.
Exactly. It's absolute.
It's absolute. It's not going to change. No matter how somebody said, it's going to always stay the same.
Yeah.
Teach the truth. Continue to learn. Study, study, study. Now, how do you, as an individual, so that way you can teach those that's listening to us now, how do you keep from allowing your personal feelings to get involved with the job at hand or the business at hand?
You know, my thing is basically remembering that, you know, I'm not bigger than the organization. You know what I'm saying? My feelings are not bigger than the organization, you know. And when I think about, you know, all this organization has done for me as an individual in my life, it's my duty. it's my duty to present the truth. It's my duty to stand upon what I've been taught, and not only stand on it but live it.
So
You know what I mean?
basically,
Be
what
the
you're telling
messenger.
me. So basically, what you're telling me is business and friendship is some person.
Exactly.
There you
You
go.
know,
All right, I
you got
got you,
to
my brother.
keep business and personal stuff totally separate.
Okay, because what we allow to happen is a lot of times we cannot differentiate one from the others. We allow our personal feelings to get caught up in a situation that is strictly about the business. It's about the business. Always keep it business. You are my brother. I have unconditional love for you. You are my friend. You have been to my house. You have slept in my house. Matter of fact, you even did an episode of Reconstructing Mind in my office. You know what I'm saying? So, also, I want to let everybody know, man, you can get on that grill too, bro. Hey, you tough on that grill, boy. Hey, I ain't gonna lie about that. Hey, you a mean man. Hey, Charlotte, North Carolina. If y'all need somebody to get on that grill, call brother Midnite. Midnite know what he got the skills, man. He that man. Me, on the other hand, I can boil some water good. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So, but my brother, man, just always, man, continue to be the message that you bring, man. Continue to grow and develop with each day. Continue to study. So that way, when people come to you, man, the brothers and the sisters, they come to you for that guidance, man, you'll be able to guide them the proper way and without allowing your personal to get caught up, you know.
Exactly.
And don't ever be caught up on a title.
Yeah.
A title don't make the man. The man makes the title, man. You know.
Exactly.
So whatever title you possess, even with your work, where you working at now, where you living at now, use a resident manager. Don't let the resident manager become you. You know, you always keep in perspective of who you are and what the job entails. Always
Right.
maintain who you are under all circumstances. Is there
Right.
anything else that you would like to let the audience know? Our audience, our devoted and sincere and respectable and caring audience know. Leave them with some wisdom.
You know, more than anything, being a part of this organization, it's a lot of responsibility. But I'm reminded each and every day, no matter where I'm at or what I'm doing, every time I think about the organization, I think about Dad. I think about his sacrifice. He has spent 48 years, 25, 26 years in strong silence, and that's my inspiration. That's what gives me to get up and go to do what I need to do and do my part. You know what I'm saying? As being a faithful member of growth and development. That's what it's all about. Putting my personal feelings and pride and all that foolishness to the side, and getting up and doing the work. Equipping myself each and every day through study, observation, and application. And but my biggest push, you know what I mean, is remembering that even though Mr. Larry Hoover is not a part of this organization anymore, you know what I mean, what he done for us, it's more than words could say. So, you know what I'm saying? I just want to say that, I love this organization. And I am proud, you know what I mean, to be a member of Growth and Development.
That's a great thing, man. Now, I want you to understand one thing, brother. You just signed a verbal contract on audio and visual to every believer of growth and development. So that means you have to live up to everything that you said, those evolutionary standards that you just relayed to everyone. You're going to have to live up to them. And on that note, I would like to thank everybody for your love and your support. Remember, hit that like button. Hit the like button. The one, you know that button, the one with the thumb going up, hit that button. Positive Lifestyle Management needs everybody to hit that button. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Peace.
Peace.